Welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix 2018, episode 55. In this episode, I'm going to make some refinements to the Cobbleworks factory. Let's get started. Alright, it's taken me a couple of tries to figure out what I want, but I think I finally figured out a good compact design for this. So what I need is an interface, which requires an importer, an exporter, and a machine casing. So let's see here. I think we already have an importer. Let me go grab that, and then we'll make the exporter. So I stuck that down here. Yep. So now I need the exporter and a machine casing, and we can get started. So let's go ahead and make that. And then we need an exporter. And to get one of those, we're going to need a construction core. There we go, an exporter. And there's our casing. So, if we go over to one of our things, we should be able to make an interface. So, an interface is very useful. It allows you to do many things. What it's going to let us do is keep some items in the interface and let everything else go back into the system. So we're going to keep flint stocked, and we're going to keep cobblestone stocked, and sand and gravel, and everything else we're going to put back in the system. But we're only going to keep a certain amount of these items. So I've already run the cable back to the system. So let's see here. Put the interface down. And the first thing that I want is I want to keep 16 flint on hand at all times. And that was not what I meant. I meant it should have been there. So we'll put everything else back in the system. And I'm going to need to get some upgrades for this too. But there's the basic idea, is that we'll have some cobblestone, some gravel, some sand, and some flint. And everything else will go back in the system. Everything in this spot will be imported. Everything in here, they will keep in here to be used. So I've put filters on all these things. The first one accepts only flint because I did have the igneous extruder there. But actually it needs to accept gravel there as well now. So let's make an update to that. So, okay. And then the next one is going to accept gravel and flint. The third one will accept sand and flint. And the fourth one is just going to accept sand. So this one will turn cobblestone into gravel. Gravel will get turned to sand, sand into silicon, and silicon or sand into glass over here. So all we need to do now is add the item conduit. We're going to have insert and extract. Extract will be on the brown channel, and we're going to round robin to make sure that he gets half the sand and he gets the other half. I need to put another redstone conduit here, and basically I've set it up so that the machines will not be on without a redstone signal. So if I decide I don't want the system running, I can go over here and turn it off. So let's see here. Now we should only work with a redstone signal. So if we do, what we're going to see is a bunch of stuff going in here, but it will keep all this stuff going out. And then we will extract, always active on the brown channel. You can see he is refilling himself with cobblestone. He's got plenty of gravel, and he'll keep getting it. Same thing with the sand, once the sand gets made and all that. So probably need some speed upgrades to keep that going, because he should have more sand than he does, and he's not getting any sand right now. So he's got some sand. Hmm. Maybe I don't have the redstone signal there properly. Yep, that was the problem. Okay, so there we go. He's going to extract everything that he needs. I thought. There we go. Okay. So there. This is a much more compact system. Doesn't even require the igneous extruder. We've got just tons of cobblestone, and if we ever need a bunch more, we can use that to generate some more. But for now, we've got just so much of this stuff. So the only thing we have to do is make speed and stack upgrades for this, because this is simply not going to keep up with the production. You can see it's almost full as it is. So I've got to get those back in the system faster than we were before. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and make another solderer. I guess for now, what I will do is take these things out of here and borrow this solderer. And yeah, I may have just broken things. Yep, that's okay. Just need to run it one block farther. So I've got my cable on me, fortunately. So that should fix that problem. Yep, there we go. So I've got the solder, I've got the speed upgrades. So we're going to make another crafter. So if we make a crafter, we can teach it to make recipes. So it says that it's done. So yes, it is. We've got the solderer, the speed upgrades. So let's teach this thing how to build a speed upgrade. So you do that with sugar, redstone, and an upgrade. And that should be a processing package. So 3 of these gets us 1 of those. All right. Need to know how to make the upgrade in the first place. So there we go. It's not the kind of glass that I want. Let's get the regular glass. Okay, let's try that again. An upgrade from refined storage, wherever that is. So many things called upgrades. There we go, that's what I want. And we will order dictionary for the other kinds of glass. So there we go. That should be all we need right now. We've got some more improved processors, and we'll make more recipes for making all of the rest of those things as soon as we can. So let's see here. You are a regular pattern. You are a pattern that belongs to a crafter, and we no longer have a system that works for that because I took all of it down. So, we'll have to figure that out again. So, let's see, what can we do about that? We could put them back in here, but that's not really going to work. Well, basically, we need another interface so we can update, so we can put things back in the system easily. So, let's go make one of those manually. So, an interface. The interface is a pattern like that. So we're going to need to know how to make importers and exporters. There we go. This is not a processing recipe. So we need an exporter. Alright, so I'll go put those patterns in the regular pattern crafting guide. Alright, so I need an importer. I need an exporter. I need a machine casing. And now I need the importer. Now I need an interface. Alright, let's see, let's put those up there. I'll take this, this, and this, and I'll make the interface. Alright, so now I want to put one of these guys, you know, somewhere. I don't know. For now, I guess I will put him... I don't have that much space right now, so I'm going to put him right here. That's where we'll put things that we're done with. So, I had a lot of extra stuff I forgot about. That's okay. Sort that out later. Alright, so we were going to work with the solderer. So to do that, let's see, I've put everything kind of away, haven't I? So I'm going to need the solderer, I'm going to need the speed upgrades, I'm going to need the patterns we made, I'm going to need that crafter. There we go. So, I don't like where you are. Let's change that. Let's put him just up one because I think that will work out a little bit better. My mana tablet's in there. My jump is slow now. Not slow, low. Alright, so we need the importer, and we need the crafter, and we need to rotate him, so the Yeta wrench is probably in there somewhere. Oops. Okay, so we're going to put the speed upgrades in him, and we're going to put the pattern, which is the interface and the speed upgrade. We're going to need 4 speed upgrades to make a stack upgrade. So let's see here. How do we get a stack upgrade? Alright, so that's a regular pattern. So, if I have that, will we be able to use this? Not really sure yet. I'm going to go with no, and the reason is that there's nothing to take the items out of here and put them into the interface. But that's okay, we have item conduits, and that's why I love Ender IO conduits, because they can fit into this block space. So, what we will do is we'll put them up there. So, you are going to be an insert. You are going to be an extract, always active. Same thing with you. And going to configure the I/O and make sure you are not still pushing things over there. So yeah, that should work now. We should now have both of these machines working again. So let's go back and see if we can make one of those stack upgrades. Okay, that worked. So there we go. There's our stack upgrade. And if we put that into our importer, okay, yeah, I don't think this thing needs to be on a redstone signal actually. So yeah, we're just going to leave that just like it is. And let's turn this system back on and see how that ends up being. So we throw things in there, it's got a stack upgrade. I think it's keeping up just fine. Yeah, I'm not seeing any problems. I'll watch for a while and see what happens, but I think this is going to go pretty well. So let's see here. Yep, we've got tons of glass becoming silicon. So the question is going to be, what happens when there's no place for silicon? And that is a question I don't have the answer to, because it won't get stuck. It's going to start pulling up the system, I think. So I don't like that exactly. May have to make individual switches for the machines. Or think of an even more convoluted mess to make downstairs than it is right now. But I think it's going well. I guess we could make a void upgrade on this thing, and then if it made more, it wouldn't really matter. I mean, all I'm wasting is a little bit of power right now. Let's see here. So how much sand do we have right now? We've got 50, because we keep using it to build other things. Let's see here. What can we do about the sand situation? We could try out the sand machine. I feel almost like we need to make individual signals for these things. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to make individual signals for the various machines. So let's take this conduit away, and let's take this lever away, and we're going to say you are green, you are brown, no, you are not brown, you are blue, and you are purple. So now I need 3 more levers. Or, 23 more levers, whatever. And let's go put them here, 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 and here. So what we're going to do is we're going to input on green Alright. You're going to input on green, and you are going to output on green. You are going to input on brown. You are going to input on blue. And you are going to input on purple. Purple, blue, brown, green. If I turn you on, you go on and you make gravel. If I turn you on, you go and you make sand. You're kind of slow to make sand. We should make you an octadic capacitor. And if you go on, you turn sand to silicon. And if you go on, you turn sand into glass. Cool. So all we need now are some pretty signs to tell me what does what, so I don't have to look every time. Let's see, are there any signs in here? Hey, I've got 4 exactly. Perfect. That also means we could turn back on the igneous extruder and have one that makes cobblestone. But we'll worry about that one later. So this is the gravel maker. This is the sand maker. This is the silicon maker. And this is the glass maker. So there we go. We definitely need Oh, didn't mean that. I meant to turn on that off, actually. So we shouldn't need any glass. Right now all we need is sand. So that looks like it'll work out just fine. Yeah. I think I probably will bring the igneous extruder back in here, and we can have a lever turn it on and off, and we can have different things being where it is. So let's see here. Can I move you, and will you keep your stuff? Or if I break you, are you going to break everything? You're going to break everything. Alright, that's okay. But I want you up high. And you should be an extract on brown and an insert on green. Okay. We're going to keep cobblestone, gravel, sand, and... oh, but you have not one of those down there anymore. Okay, so instead, we grab you, and let's break you again. And let's put the interface right here. And now we'll say cobblestone, gravel, sand, and flint. We'll put your stack upgrade in there. And you can be the igneous extruder, so you have power. And we don't need these coming all the way down there anymore. Alright. I do need the igneous extruder back. I need more signs and more levers and... alright. Let's start with these signs. I've already got levers. I've got more redstone conduits. So, what did I do with that igneous extruder? I have no idea. It's probably my backpack. Yeah, there you are. So, we'll put you there. We'll put you here. We will say you are enabled high. You're not going to do that. You're gonna extract out the top. We'll figure out a way to get you lava and stuff later on. So we want a sand saying you are the cobblestone maker. And give you your lever. And you are going to be an output on the red. And you are an input on the red. Okay, so we will change you to cobblestone. And I need a bucket of lava and a bucket of water. I don't seem to have either bucket right now. So let's go see where those might have went. They're both right here. Okay. So I need some lava. And I need some water. Alright, so cobblestone, therefore you won't need anything but this initial boost. Alright, so if I turn you on, yep, you're going to make stuff. So you should be extracting, always active. Ah, we don't have a way for you to go anywhere yet. Okay. Alright, so you are an insert on green and an extract on brown, and you are always active. So now you should have a place to go. So why aren't you going? Because I did them backwards, I think. Yeah, that looks like it ought to be right. Okay, if you extract on green, then you would be inserting on green. But these guys are all brown. So it must be you who's backwards. Alright, try it again. So flip you on. Yep, and you're going into, wherever you can go. Cool. So there we go. The cobble works. And that's pretty close. All we need now is some way of getting lava and water in there so that if we want to turn this into, say, an obsidian factory, we can do that as well. And I don't know how I want to do that just yet. I don't know where I want to put the lava tank. I could put it right down here on the floor. Actually, that might be an okay place for it. And then put a reservoir right down there and use an ender fluid conduit. That would probably work. That's probably a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea, isn't it? Or where is our water right now? It's all the way over there. I remember that not keeping up too well with some. I don't think we want to use that for here too. Let's make a new system for here. All right, let's go. What was that? Where are my reservoirs? That ender tank full of lava. Alright, and then I need the ender fluid conduits. Alright, so let's see here. Let's just break the floor all over the place. It's fine, right? Alright, I'm going to want it close to this thing. So let's have this here. And can I use it on this? Of course not. It's okay though, because I can do that. Alright, so there's that. And I should have put it over one more. Alright, so I want to take the ender tank, put that right there, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take these, not the item conduits, the ender fluid conduits. So we are going to extract only, and at the bottom of this machine we're going to have an input. And we're going to say that you are always active. There you go. Now, same thing for you. Perfect. So, let's see what we need to do to cover up the floor now. But now we can make anything, not just cobblestone, but we can make cobblestone, stone, obsidian, etc. Maker. So now, should we want a ton of obsidian, we should be able to do that by flipping on the switch. Yep, it uses that and brings us obsidian. There's a couple more refinements we could do to this. So we've got switches right now. Switches are nice, but another thing we can do is we can have level emitters for the RS system and flip these things on when we run low on a resource. and that would be the ultimate automation, I think. So how do we do that? I don't remember. So let's go take a look at refined storage. I feel like it might be a detector. I'm not 100% sure. That's what I'm leaning toward right now, based on the way it looks and kind of the name of the thing. So let's just make one and see if we can get that to work. So let's see. Where did it go? A detector. All right, that looks good. You know what? I should add that redstone comparator thing too. And we'll ore dictionary that for the stone. And you are a processing recipe. So we'll teach the doohickey, the solderer, to make improved processors, if it, had processors. And I want to put the other two patterns in here. And let's see if we can get a detector. There we go. Alright, so if I put this down, emit signal when on amount, above the amount, under the amount, item. Okay. Yep, I think that's what we want. So, let's go downstairs and test it out. I'm going to break this thing, and I'm going to realize that once again I have no way of putting these things up here. I'll have to run the cables over there, but that should be fine. So how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm one shy, really? Can I rob one from anywhere? It'll make more. So, I need to make some conduits. Alright, that's a pretty simple pattern. So, this is not a processing pattern. Wow, we're out of iron again. Well, we're gonna have to make some brown lenses for iron, I guess. Or go mining or something. Alright, so I need some conduits. There we go. That's enough to get us what I want right now. Alright. Now we should be able to detect when we have less than, I don't know, some amount of obsidian in the system. So we only have 16 in there right now. I would like to say if we don't have at least a stack, I want you to start crafting. So there's the number, there's the item, emit signal when under the amount. And you can see it does. We start crafting obsidian right away. And as soon as we are above that amount, it should stop with the signal. So we dump that in there, and it turns itself off. So we will now always have enough obsidian in here automatically. Now, we did lose the ability to change things and make it a cobblestone factory or whatever. It's really just an obsidian maker now. But it's still pretty cool. So I will make detectors for the rest of these things and have them go automatically, and we will go from there. Alright, there's a good wrapping up point for today. So here is the finished product. We've got 3 ADS extruders now, one for cobblestone, one for stone, one for obsidian. We've got the redstone furnace making glass. We've got one for gravel. We've got a sag mill for making sand and also flint, and then one for making silicon. And you can see we've got signals for all of these things. So, thanks for watching. See you next time.